Greetings, 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 and salutations, one and all. I'll go ahead and put you back in it. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the night shift. It's a healthy love night. I want to say welcome to the show to everybody tuning in right now, those tuning on TuneIn Radio. The night shift for DJ Kevin Stew. Those on rockbox.net. All the Rockbox affiliates and everybody else taking the show. Big ups to you, big ups, big ups, big ups, big ups. Welcome to those on Policy Media's PEMG TV. And of course those who have it locked here, KevinStew.com. Home of the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. That is where you find the chat room. Ricardo Drew featuring Second Star. It's the Wayward remix. And how wayward do we get? Yeah, if you're gonna do it, you know, you want to do it all out, you don't want to be part way with anything. Make everyone see, girl, never, and everyone agree. Yeah, so do that thing, never me, girl. My eyes set on you like a target. I want pull up on you like a magnet. I'm wondering, girl, if you have it. As I look and I see it by this guy. So baby, girl, roll the bambala. Do that thing, girl, roll the bambala. Second song, you make combination. We love the nation, girl, look at woman. Look around, look at everybody. Having fun, having fun. Look at woman, look around, look at you're working it just like you should. Fire start when you rub it. There's plenty friction on the wood. We going on till the party done. Right with the moon, set with the sun. If you see me falling on the ground, it must be the rum. Tell me how you live it. We gon' live it up. If the thing needs, yeah, we gon' live it up around here. One thing we not give it. We not give it. I want to say thanks to Policy Media Group for sponsoring this segment of the night shift. When being in the moment is priceless, you want to give them a call. 754-999-6020. Tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you. Healthy love people, are you ready?
Numbers to call, numbers to text to get you in touch with the show tonight. Same as every other night. 773-789-STEW. Tell you what. Just call the phone number. If you want to text, go into the chat room. That's fair enough, right? You want to talk, you go to latest song. I think that is pretty cool. I don't know if you did it yourself, but that's pretty cool, the name. So if you want to send me a message by text, please go visit kevinstew.com and just type your message into the chat room. Otherwise from that, please call. Don't be shy. 773-789-STEW. 773-789-7839. And tonight we're talking about, if in case you missed the post, we're talking about heart health. And I came across some interesting information. You know, funny thing about statistics, there's a statistic for everything. And it doesn't really matter what the thing is. There will probably be someone who did some statistics on that thing. Like the amount of times someone would say that thing in combination. And there's probably somebody out there that went and did some calculations within a period of time between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. So many people in this area at this location said that thing. Why did you change it, lady song? I kind of liked it. Good evening to you again, sis. Lady song, you that was a fun show. I know what blows off real quick, and even quicker when you're having fun. Thank you for the promo, the shout out. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, the noise in the background you hear is not my stomach. It's actually Sean Garrity's. No, it's not his stomach, it's just Sean Garrity and the noise in his background. That's all it is. Welcome again to the show, bro.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure to be here, sir.
You know, it's what we do. It's called the night shift, and on Tuesday night we do a thing called Healthy Love, and that's what we're doing tonight. And tonight we're looking at preventable heart problems, heart conditions, and surprisingly enough, there are more treatable heart conditions than we realize. You know, typically you hear someone having heart problems, you think, okay, that's it. Here it goes. Let's see what they have in assets so we can divide it up. But it's not how it is. It doesn't have to be that way. Heart problems that were largely preventable, strangely enough, killed approximately 415,000 Americans in 2016. And this information was compiled by the Center for Disease Control, the CDC. And they were highlighting the importance of proactive interventions. Now, under its new Million Hearts campaign, which aims to prevent 1 million heart attacks and strokes by 2022. Hopefully there are 1 million people that would be able to it would be able to prevent their heart attacks. But the CDC looked at 2016 data and identified approximately 2.2 million hospitalizations and 415,000 deaths caused by heart attacks. But not only heart attacks, strokes, heart failure, and related conditions that likely could have been avoided. The total number of deaths related to heart issues is even higher. In 2015, almost 634,000 people died of heart disease alone, making it the leading cause of death among Americans in 2015. Sean,
Yeah.
in 2015, what was on your mind? That's just 3 years ago. Main
I don't
thing.
want to say it. It's a lot. It was a lot. I don't want to say.
All right. Main health issue. That was your concern.
2015.
3 years ago.
Me personally?
Well, affecting you directly or individuals around you, but it was just the main thing.
Well, I would say it was hard. Well, we didn't know it was hard, but we thought it was hard in 2017. But we didn't know back then it was the heart.
Okay. You see, and I think that's the case, I think that's the thing. Maybe we don't get checked up often enough. Or maybe we're just not healthy. Something to think about there. Now, many of the cardiovascular events that sent these people either to the hospital or to the morgue were happening to middle-aged adults. And these would not be normally identified as at-risk individuals. And most of these events could have actually been prevented through daily actions. Things that you would do as you go through your day that could probably lower the risk. Well, not probably. Would more than likely lower the risk and better manage medical conditions. And these things refer to what we talk about a lot on this show. Lifestyle changes. Or, just generally speaking, your lifestyle.
Can I ask you a question? What age group is they consider middle-aged?
That too is a little bit of a gray area,
Did they specify?
But they didn't
in your
specify.
research?
They didn't specify what they consider to be middle-aged. But typically, when they talk about middle age, they're looking round about in the 50, 60 area, anywhere between 40 and 60, I guess is where they're looking at for middle-aged. Because when you touch 70, okay, let's say 40 and 69. Because when you touch 70, they consider you to be a senior citizen. Well, 65, right? Retirement age.
No, 55 you start getting AARP.
You get AARP before that.
Well, yeah, at 55.
Before that.
Oh, before that?
Before that, sir.
Yeah, don't say.
I do say. But retirement age, I guess you consider to be a senior citizen, 65. So middle age would probably be somewhere between 40 and 60. And these are the people that they're saying, well, you can manage your conditions, you can adjust your lifestyle so that you're in a better position to live through retirement and enjoy it.
Okay.
And I don't know. What are some of the ways that would come to mind when you think, okay, my heart, I need a lifestyle change. What do I need to do? Well, if they ask those questions, then they're on the path to recovery. But for you, Sean, you are heavily into athletics. So naturally, you would expect that someone in athletics would have a strong heart because they'll need that. You know, the muscles need that. The the cells need that because everything has to be supplied. You got to get fluid flowing through the body. We have to get oxygen going to the muscles. We have to get carbon dioxide being taken from the muscles. All of these things happen through the bloodstream. So the heart has to be working optimally. But what are the things that come to mind? What, in your opinion, would really help someone who is being told, and well, you have had the experience where you're dealing with someone with a heart condition.
Yeah.
So what had to come into play? And this was recent.
Yeah. One thing is exercise, and I think sometimes we have to define exercise for people. Because I get the feeling that a lot of people, when they think exercise, they think of the gym, they think of doing triathlons, and if you're not doing that, you're not doing anything, you know?
Right.
And what I found out is exercise just simply as just walking leisurely. Trust me, just leisure walk continuously for 20, 30 minutes. And it's at 4 to 5 times a week. Now you might say, well, I work in a warehouse, I'm walking all the time. It's not quite the same. I can tell you that for real. It's not quite the same.
What makes it different though? You're walking.
You're walking, but it's not that constant walking because you're stopping in between. And you're doing different movements in between and you stop. It's different from you just continuously walk 20, 30 minutes.
So
because if so be it, then everyone who works in a warehouse would be extremely self, would be extremely slim and extremely fit. And you find that that's not the case.
But it can't be that much different if you're walking 3 minutes now, you stop for 2 minutes, and you're walking for 5 minutes, and you stop for 3 minutes, then you're walking for 2 minutes, and if it's broken up like that over a, 4-hour span, a 3 or 4 hour span, somewhere in there you're getting at least half an hour.
It's different because let's take for example, a basketball player will run about 4 miles if they play the entire game on average, back and forth for the full 48 minutes.
Okay.
Distance runner who runs a 5K or 10K runs. Let's say they run the same distance. Let's say they run a 5K, right? While the basketball player runs up and down the court on 3.1 miles, and I run a 5K straight. When both of are done, it's 2 different energy systems that will work, and it's 2 different feelings that you're gonna have. Right. Believe me, a basketball player in general can't run a 5K. And somebody who folks that run in the 5K can't play a full game of basketball. But at the end of each competition, they both done the same amount of work, the same amount of distance, but it's just different. So it's the same way with working in a warehouse, for example, or working on your feet at a McDonald's. for your 4 or 6 hour shift. It's just not the same as working out as the continuous 30-minute walk.
Okay.
I don't know how else to explain it, but I just know that.
That makes sense to me.
I did both sports. I did basketball and I ran. And I'm saying the truth, it was just it was so difficult for me to run the full quarter in a basketball game. But put me on that field to run that 2-mile run, I'm done in 12 minutes. That's just how it was. I don't know how to explain. I don't have the.
I wonder if a part of that is psychological.
I don't have the science behind
it. I get it. But, I can't help but wonder if a part of that is psychological.
Yes.
I guess it's worth the further research. So,
exercise is the first thing you want to do. And again, when I talk to people, it just has to be continuous, straight, non-stop. I mean, if you're walking a 5-mile walk and you come up on a stoplight, you don't have to count that. You don't have to count that as a stop, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't have to be. You don't have to try to run, 7-minute mile pace or walk at 15 minutes pace. You can go leisurely 20 minutes at a 20 minute per mile pace and complete the 30 minutes. Complete 1.5 miles in 30 minutes. You'll be quite fine. Just keep doing that. You'll be surprised how quickly, over a very fairly short period of time, that your fitness level will bring, your heart will feel much better as well. You'll stop feeling tired because now your oxygen is moving through your body, your heart is pumping a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But the key thing is not to overdo it because each heart, wherever you're at, has a capacity of what it can do at a certain point of your progress.
Right.
So you don't have to overdo it. Because if you overdo it, then it might backfire on you. You have to kind of get accustomed to moving. Because remember, the body always produces enough for the least amount of activity. That's how the body operates. But if you are not active and you're picking up an active lifestyle, don't go from 0 to hero in 2 days. Go slowly. Take my humble advice. Go slowly. You're not going to accomplish it with the next person. Trust me. Just go slowly.
The weekend warrior kind of a deal?
Yes, just don't go to weekend warrior. Because that's one day of crazy workout.
Yeah.
You could have broken it up into 4 or 5 days and done it consistently for the entire week. That would have given you much more than trying to cram everything in the one session or the one day.
So you're saying a constant walk for 20 minutes?
Yeah. 20 to 30 minutes.
Over 5 day, 7 day, 6 day week.
Uh-huh.
And you'll be good?
Yeah. So for example, let's say you did you're jogging at 10 minutes per mile, right?
Okay.
So that's 2 miles in 20 minutes, okay? 2 miles in 20 minutes. Not the greatest, but hey, that's just where you are, right? Now, if you did that 5 days for a week, right? That'd be 10 miles for the week.
Yeah.
That would do you much more good than to go there Saturday and do 10 miles.
Because you're going to take the whole week and recover.
Right. Not only that, you get the whole week and recover. But that's one part. But the other thing is that you're slowly getting your body to readjust itself to your new energy requirements.
Right.
When you shock it with that 10 miles on a Saturday and you shut down Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Monday, you come back Saturday again and you go, weekend warrior again.
Yeah.
And you're going to feel like you're not making any progress. That's because after 4 days, whatever work you've done, the body goes into atrophy begins to set in. That's the word, atrophy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's important to go consistently for 4 to 5 days. So if you can't go 4 to 5 days back to back to back, go Monday, Tuesday, take Wednesday off, Thursday, take Friday off, and then go Saturday, Sunday. Or just go Saturday. That's 4 days. But you didn't give yourself 3, 4, 5 days rest.
Right.
You know, because the body just needs time to rest and come back again and ramp up. And if you don't distract the body the one time with the 10 miles, the body's going to be like, whoa, dude, what you doing? That's why you feel like crap.
Mm-hmm.
And then you rest Sunday, the body's like, oh, we're going to watch Wimbledon today. No? I ain't going Monday. See, tell us to the boy now or nothing. I mean, I say. And then by the time they come again, you get up again and say, yeah, I want them money, man. We're not going to wait up. You see? That's why you take it now, get in the shape. But
Right.
it's every day you get up and just walk 20 minutes. The body says, you might do a little thing, give me a little more. You want to get the next day, give me a little more. And eventually you're going to have more than what you need, you know? Or just what you need for the new energy requirements. That's how the body operates. Activity requirements. That's how the body operates.
All right. I'll take it. Especially from someone who is a track coach. I will take that. All right. So, 29 minutes after the hour. Time for a quick little break. When we come back, we talk some more. We're looking at preventable heart conditions. And naturally, we're going to be looking at ways to prevent these heart conditions. Now we're going through naming that, you know, it's this particular condition or that particular condition. But generally, things of the heart, health-wise, matters of the heart, emotion-wise, that's a different show. Check me tomorrow for that. But we're looking at health-wise. And so we're going to take a quick little break. And when we come back, we're going to talk some more until Sean has to leave. And then I will talk some more. And then go into musical therapy. Call a friend, tell a friend. We're talking about preventable heart conditions right here in Healthy Love on the night shift. We'll be right back.
It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulse Media Group.
Music and Grave Lounge presents ISM, Mr. Vegas album release party, Saturday, September 15 at Grave Lounge, 4519 North Pine Island Road, Sunrise, Florida. ISM, Mr. Vegas, 20 years of hits, featuring Renaissance Disco, DJ Wizard, hosted by TC Flex and Jodian Gray. For info, 954-740-3258. That's 954-740-3258. Thanks, Mr.
Are you crazy about the music industry? You aspire to hit it big in music? Or maybe you've sweated out a soulful killer beat and are now stuck finding it's not as easy as it looked. Oh, but it can be easy for you with JTMC. We've been there. We know how it feels. So we solve challenges like production, promotion, marketing, branding and development, and more. With over 30 years of experience, JTMC is a one-stop shop for artists. We handle your graphic design, writing services, PR, as well as event planning, e-blasts, artist management, and bookings, so also your website and social media needs as well. We're experts in using creativity to persuade audiences on behalf of artists, drawing on our diverse experience to create projects that connect with audiences intellectually and emotionally. Artist success is everything to us, and our years of experience and commitment will be behind you for every one of your needs. If you've got music for the world to hear, whether you're a new or established artist, visit us at jtmcenterprise.com.
Greetings, Massive and Crew is the second annual Caribbean Celeb Basketball Game 2018 featuring FY Team versus VP Records Team, going down on Saturday, October 6th at the Sunset Lakes Community Center Indoor Basketball Gym, 2801 Southwest 186th Avenue, Miramar, Florida. Is going to be at 1:30 p.m. It's a free event. This year's event is in aid of the Shaq's Hope Foundation in order to help those affected by sickle cell disease. Donations will be accepted at the game. Special appearance by Miss Jamaica, Florida 2018, Dion Calendar. Commentary by Sir Rockwell, Nico Rebel, and Echo Slim. Big up our sponsors: Da Flavor Radio, Elite Global, JTMC Enterprise, Rock the Box, The Foundation Radio, South Florida Caribbean News, Music Meets Sports, Reggae Flavors, Real Rockers, All Time Printing, Heavy Beat, Vin Studio, Gifted Roots, GMAC Music Solutions, Miss Jamaica, Florida, Karen Vibes, Like That, and Kevin Stew. It's the second annual Caribbean Celeb Basketball Game.
Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com, your links to worship and praise.
Hi, this is Cara Manti, and you're listening to DJ Kevin Stew, and this is The Night Shift.
Come on, we are the parents, we are the home. Can't leave the youth them alone for room in a room. Yeah.
And not pretend. The rights of the youth, defend them. Time to act and not pretend. The rights of the youth, defend them.
Many youths are turning to the streets, trying hard to make two ends meet, trying to turn their bitter into sweet. Clothes off they wear, food off they eat. Now they are yours like they are mine. Don't expose them to drugs or crime. Breeding criminals, putting lives on the line. Stand, stand, stand.
Time to act and not pretend.
I want to welcome you all back to the show. It's the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew and Sean Garrity. On a Tuesday night, it's called Healthy Love.
Time to act and not pretend.
You're listening to the sound of Earth Warrior featuring Winston McCanoff.
The rights of the youth.
New music called Time to Act.
Hey, mama and papa, take care of your child. Don't let them roam the street like animals in the wild, yeah. Remember, two is better than too many. So think with your brains, not your body.
Time to act and not pretend.
I was sent the video for this song over the weekend, and let me tell you.
Time to act and not pretend.
After you listen to the song and you say, hey, nice message. When you see the video,
Many youths are turning to the streets.
it brings awareness to child trafficking.
Trying to make two ends meet. Trying to turn the bitter into.
Yeah, I know some people are going, what? Yeah, go ahead, look it up. It's on YouTube. Earth Warrior featuring Winston McAnuff. Time to act.
Time to act and not pretend. Time to act. The rights of the youth, defend them. Oh, mama, time to act and not pretend. Don't turn a blind eye. The rights of the youth, defend them.
Speaking of time to act, as we talk about preventable heart conditions tonight, Sean and I are looking at some ways of preventing these conditions. Hashtag happy, welcome to the show. Better late than never. Glad to see you could join us. Yeah, Lady Song, she snuck in on us, but that's okay. We're glad to have her. All right, so Sean, first thing we're looking at as it related to prevention of heart conditions was exercise. All right, so if we do the exercise thing, then our bodies will require a little bit something more, because now we're going to need to be able to provide the body with the energy it needs for that exercise. So
you don't need the energy. The energy should come mainly from plant sources. As again, I'm not a vegetarian. I'm not a vegan. I don't advocate it.
Yeah.
Because you are what your meat eats. So if your meat is eating vegetables, then it is what it is.
Yeah.
The key thing is when it comes to meat, animal protein, you have to get it from grass-fed animals, not farm-raised, commercially raised animals.
Not science raised.
Yeah, not science raised animals. Because then, again, you are what your meat eats.
Right.
So by that logic, if you are getting the animal that's fed on grain that's been produced and pumped up with different drugs for whatever reason, then that's what you're gonna become. That's what's gonna impact your health. But if you go with the grass-fed animals, you go to some local stores, verifiable sources where you see the cow, you see everything out there on the field, and then you take it out the field and kill it.
Right.
Then that's much better. But you should have something that's heavily grain in plant-based protein, fats and whole grains. Even things like I said, the meats. I don't like dairy. I'm just not a dairy person. It doesn't sit well with me. But a plant-heavy diet, can also keep your cholesterol levels in check, which is very important when you want to maintain your cardiovascular wellness over the time period. So that's what I would suggest, But it's just mindful eating, Kevin. Just mindful eating. In other words, eat in moderation, people.
Oh, I thought it was just eating until your mind is full.
Pay attention to your sensory cues while you eat. Because that the sensory cues is okay. I'm feeling full. I don't feel hungry.
But what about the person who is not in tune to that cue? The person that just says, I want to eat more.
You have to change. That's a mental issue now where you have to change your relationship with food and understand its role. My father used to say, you must eat to live, not live to eat.
I don't even remember who I was having a conversation with now, but I was saying, I like eating food that is different. I like eating food that is flavorful and all that. But I'm more of a practical eater than anything else. I eat to survive. So if it means that my budget can only call for a certain type of meal per week, every week I'm going to have that meal. And for me, it has to be a meal that makes sense. I'm not going to do a show like this. And primarily, my meals consist of junk food. It's just not going to work. So I'm going to make sure that I have a somewhat healthy meal. And I say somewhat healthy because you never really know. You're not raising it yourself, you don't really know. But I am going to go that a bit of a healthy meal. So I know people who say, "Boy, I can't eat the same thing 2 days in a row, or I can't eat the same thing twice in one day." Okay.
But they actually can, because I've seen people who say that, right? And they will have one particular sandwich in the morning, have that same sandwich in a different form in the afternoon, and then have that same meat with a different with a different carbohydrate or something else at the end of the night.
They'll tell you that it's different. It's not prepared.
They'll tell you it's different.
It's not flavored the same. It's not presented the same. So they'll tell you that it's different.
So basically, what I'm referring to is, you get up, you go to McDonald's, you have an egg sandwich, right? Then at noon, you have a grilled chicken sandwich. Then in the evening, you stop at Donald's and get a jerk chicken or a stewed fricassee chicken.
Right.
With rice or peas, whatever it is.
Right.
Or boiled up then. So you see, you had the chicken the whole day. So what if we just change that to something more healthful during the entire day? That's one thing I've started doing myself. And I'm telling people, if it took you 20 years to put on 100 pounds, don't expect to lose it in 2 months. Don't do it to yourself. Take your time. Now I do my shakes, and my walks consistently, way more consistent than I've been done the last 5 years. And it made a huge difference. And my shakes I make at home. I don't make them out on the road. I don't buy them anymore.
It's okay. I shake all the time. And people think something is wrong with me. But we're in a society now where everything has to be instant. So you suggesting to not be on the instant thing, it's kind of rough. But guess what? I'm right there with you because I'm a suggested too. Listen, people, like Lady Song said in the chat, change your mindset.
You have to change that relationship with food and what it means to you. Because I saw Lady Song's progress. It wasn't overnight.
Yeah. It was quick though.
And it was quick. It's definitely quicker than mine, but her progress wasn't like overnight.
Yeah.
But that's where it's at.
And I'm so proud of you, Lady Song. Very proud of you. Sean won't say it, but I will. Very proud of you. See, that's how you throw your friends under the bus, ladies and gentlemen. That right there. Take notes.
As you talk about what is what's happening with society where we want everything now. This I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on the show, but it comes from something that I read in 1990 something. It's called the McDonaldization of society. It's where everybody wants everything now. There's predictability, there's calculability, there's control, there's efficiency. you know, in everything that you do now. And sometimes that time you think you're gonna spend in the kitchen is actually more when you hit up in a McDonald's drive-through and somebody taps somebody bumper and don't want to move the car. No, you're stuck there.
Oh Lord.
Right? So
yeah, that's kind of rough.
So it can happen, and trust me, the time you take to pull off and go into that drive-through line and get served and come out that line, sometimes it's as much as 10 minutes, people. 10 minutes. Let me pull off to the McDonald's drive-through while you keep going, driving, and you'll see the distance that is created in between the two.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just have to calculate better in the mornings or in nights what you want to do and prepare your food for the morning. You know, which brings me to another point, Kevin, as time is running, because sometimes time just runs so fast.
When you're having fun.
The drinking is also an issue.
Well, if you eat, you have to drink. So what do you mean
We're
the
talking
drinking is
about
an issue?
alcohol drink. We're not talking water and natural juice. We're talking.
Okay.
You know.
Well, if you're working, you have to drink.
All right. So the heavy drinking is what isn't good for your health.
Okay, if you're married, you have to drink.
This guy's just hell-bent hijacking the point. But I mean, moderate drinking if you're married. All right.
Okay.
Okay. But, you know, you really want to stay away from alcohol. You know?
Oh, so, but,
the next,
but, hold on. It is said that red wine is good for your heart. So, I'm not supposed to have my bottle of red wine?
Not the whole bottle. And it depends on the size of the bottle as well. Don't be like that lady in that lemonade commercial, that NFL commercial, where she says, give her 1 cup of lemonade, and she pours 2 jugs of lemonade into 1 big blue cup. Don't be that lady. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, happy. I'm going to get in trouble for that statement, but that's okay.
All right. So just drink moderately. You know, don't become a drunk.
Okay.
Because it's going to affect your liver, your kidney. It could affect your pancreas too. Only for things that will happen to you. Now, the other part is
so
don't
it's not
smoke.
just your heart.
It's not just your heart. But, you know, it's funny enough, a lot of diseases are connected. You know, you can connect the dots. Because some of the symptoms that you're probably going to talk about later when people have heart problem is fatigue and dizziness. You know, and some people wouldn't immediately link that to your heart disease. But if your heart is clogged, oxygen is not moving around, muscles are not getting oxygen, muscles not getting oxygen, it's harder for them to work. Harder for them to work means you're tired.
Yep.
So that's the relationship. Also, you don't want to be smoking. You know, smoking is already related to lung cancer and other respiratory conditions. But it's a major risk factor in heart disease as well. You know, because it can damage blood vessels, and it actually contributes to fatty buildup in the arteries.
Smoking what though?
I'm not going to get into that.
No,
clearly,
I have
it's
to
cigarettes.
ask the question.
Clearly, it's cigarettes.
And I will have to be clear when we talk about this, because smoking has evolved. People are smoking vapor. They're vaping. You have people that are hookahing. You have
hookahing.
yeah, they're hookah. You have the people not like knitting or street side vending, but hookah. The bong.
Yeah, man, the hookah.
Yeah. Then you have your yeah, I did say crocheting. then you have your cannabis partakers in the form of rolling and lighting and passing to the left. Puff, puff. But so you have your different levels of smoking, your different types of smoking. But, oh, I said knitting? I'm sorry. Sean, please, I need your help whenever I say knitting to fix it and say crocheting. Alright, so anyway, I digress. Cigarettes are the ones that are being considered when you talk about smoking and heart health. Not cigars, but cigarettes. And sometimes I ask these questions and then I do further research to see, okay, so why cigars not included in this when they're talking about smoking? Why you don't have weed in this when they're talking about smoking? The difference is that I have come to realize the additives that they put in cigarettes. Cigars, weed, hookah, those are more pure. Not to say that they don't contribute to the damaging of the lungs, because it's smoke particles anyway. But it affects you differently because of what is burning. All right. Oh, and cigars are not inhaled. Thank you, hashtag happy, for that insight. I wouldn't know. I don't smoke cigars. I don't smoke, period.
I don't smoke.
But, All right. You got more on this list, Sean?
Oh, no, I mean, finally, something that we at times neglect is, we talked about this last week, chill out, mindfulness, meditation.
Well, it's coming towards the end of the year.
Other stress reduction techniques, deep breathing, that helps, become social, because we are social beings. And you want to be in a situation where, your social connection, is going to provide you, a crucial part of good health,
I heard, I heard hashtag happy, do a happy, her happy video earlier today. And she mentioned that she talked about being social, connecting with people. For that very reason, we are social beings. And making sure that the connection is not a text that you're sending to someone, but actually connecting, making a phone call, making a video call, which is even more powerful than a phone call. Because now you're seeing the individual. You can't physically be there to see them, but you're seeing them, which creates another type of connection. But even better than that, of course, is the physical presence. Being physically present with people in your social circles. And you combine that with chilling out. And I guess that is what you're talking about, so you watch Netflix and chill.
Literally.
Which is the new little code for let's hook on up. Not to say that that's such a bad thing either. Because if you guys remember, I did a show last month or 2 months ago, on the benefits of orgasms, and it speaks to the health benefits, and that can come as a result of hooking up. Not to say that I'm encouraging anybody to just go hook up. Take it as you wish. take that as you wish. But here is one, Sean, that I had come across just before you go. Post workouts. Hit the sauna.
Oh yeah.
But,
the sauna relaxes the muscles big time. Opens up the pores of the skin.
But what do you do when you can't find a sauna? Not everybody has access to a sauna.
Man, turn on the hot water and be it.
There you go.
Mm.
Even if you're not standing under the hot water directly, let the hot water run and the steam gather up in the tub.
Mm.
You can't go wrong. It doesn't get as hot, but you know, you have that experience. Or you do set the water as hot as you can bear it and go stand under it. That should have a similar effect.
Mm. But you know, we talk about people not having these things at their homes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just gotta plan these things 6 months out. And do yourself a favor, cut back on some stuff that you don't need.
Like cigarettes and
look
caffeine?
in your closets. Look in your closets, how much clothes you don't wear, or you have from when, before you go buy another piece.
Yeah.
Look in your closets.
Yeah. Yeah. Preach.
If you're one, nobody can take it off of you and fling it on the ground.
Them don't know that song, Sean. But yeah, you're right. And, you know, what if you only have 10 pieces of, I don't know, 10 tops and 6 bottoms? You mix and match.
You mix and match. You know, we in our statistics class when I was in college, the professor, we did something to calculate how many different suits, shirts, tie, and pants a guy would need to have a different suit every day of the week for the entire year.
How many?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was 3 ties, 5 pants, and I think the same amount of shirts.
Well, that being the case, my good.
And you could have a different suit every day of the year. I was like, whoa.
If that is the case, I am good. I have nothing to worry about. Right, Lady Song. Lady Song says she do that. I'm assuming that she's saying that workouts or not, she either does the sauna or what is the equivalent of the sauna, whether it be a hot bath or a hot shower. But she says she does that. And whichever way it is that she does it, clearly it works. Because when you could have seen it just in watching her live before I came on. You know, the Lady Song looks great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's beaming and she just looks like she's feeling great too. So, you know, don't knock it till you try it. Try it. And then let's go and grow. Sean, I know you have to bounce.
Yeah, man.
But, again, thank you, bro. Because this is important information. And thank you for joining with me in sharing this. What's on schedule for your workouts for the rest of this week?
Well, this morning I did 5 miles. Oh, and that's another thing. You can't get crazy with the workouts now. If you have to meet somebody and it's not too far from your house, walk. Just walk.
That requires that's planning ahead.
Yeah, what's that, Google? What?
Yeah.
You know? Plug it in your phone. You know? And you do that, you get to one spot, you do your stretch, you turn, and you go back home. It's not that difficult, people. You don't have to go to a gym. You don't have to drive 5 miles to jog a mile on the treadmill. Makes no sense to me.
Happy says, go Sean, 5 miles.
Yeah. But who's counting? It was 2 mile Tuesdays.
There you go. There you go. I'm proud of you.
You know, so for tomorrow morning, I'll probably just go do a 5K, either jog or walk a 5K tomorrow morning.
So did you run 5 miles this morning?
No, I just ran one direction and walked back the other.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Yeah, I ran the first half and then walked back the other.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you at all. Actually, you should have done it twice. Once for you and once for me.
I guess that's why I didn't bother to the Uber coming back home. So you got yours already, Bridget. Because I was, honestly, you get tempted to jump in the Uber. I mean, I have seen races. There's a lady named Rosie back in 1980 something. She jumped on the train to finish the Boston Marathon, and she finished third. No, she won the marathon, and people were like, "No, she didn't." And you know how them know that she never win the race? There is a particular women's college along the route, and in this route, the girls from that college would come out onto the course.
Yeah.
And they would only cheer for the first female that's passing them.
Mm-hmm.
After that girl passes, they're going back to their dorms and going back to their lives. So they were like, we didn't see that girl. That's not who we saw. And that's what it must say. I know she did it. I know she did the race.
See? What do you think? Nobody looking.
When you think nobody now look. And the funny thing is, 2 weeks before the New York Marathon, or a month before the New York Marathon, she actually jumped on the train at some point during the race and ends up sitting next to a reporter and started up a conversation with the reporter. And then that reporter put in team 2 cents, and the last marathon, the same thing she do.
She just need to stop running marathons.
It banished her from the whole sport, man. She was disgraced.
There you go. Yeah, she deserved that. All right, bro.
We'll talk some more, man.
Yeah, man. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the week. Enough blessings and put in a walk for me, all right?
Zin. Bless. Stop it.
All right. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Take a quick little break. We talk some more, looking at some symptoms of heart disease. Symptoms that would show up in your blood vessels. Not that you're going to be looking inside your blood vessels, but they show up. So symptoms of heart disease when we come back. This is a night shift. Healthy love is what we do on a Tuesday night. Call a friend, tell a friend. 773-789-STEW gets you in touch. 773-789-7839. And of course, the chat room is available. kevinstew.com. Share with me and I'll share with you. Well, that's all I've been doing, isn't it? I have no problems doing it either. We'll be right back.
We're off to an early start for a long hot summer, but beat the heat with a dash of lemongrass refresher. This cool thirst quencher is a low sugar beverage made from the fevergrass plant, which has antioxidants, several wellness properties, and is a great lifestyle drink for all ages. That hits the spot. It's a new great taste. Have one today. Dash Lemongrass Refresher, distributed by Carib Atlantic Distributors. Call 954-614-0919. That's 954-614-0919. Life's a dash. Live well.
The award-winning Palace Peace and Love Academic Scholarship is appealing for your support to help educate one student at a time in Jamaica and the Caribbean.
Palace awarded 492 scholarships and several computers to university and high school students in Jamaica and the Caribbean over the past 7 years, valued at approximately 33 million Jamaican dollars, $250,000 US.
Importantly, our university graduates to date include 15 medical doctors, 10 lawyers, 6 engineers, and 15 fine art students. Our goal is to award at least 105 scholarships in 2018.
Please partner with us to make this a reality for those well-deserving, hard-working students by making a tax-deductible donation online at www.palace1.org
or send a check to Palace, P.O. Box 5461, Alpharetta, Georgia 30023 USA, or telephone 770-744-2154.
Palace, preserving young minds for posterity.
JTMC Music presents the highly anticipated, much talked about, The Juggling Rhythm Volume 1. This classic rhythm takes on a new life with tracks from both established artists and introduces some incredible new voices. Get your dancing shoes ready with The Juggling Rhythm, featuring international reggae dancehall artist Mr. Vegas, alongside Ian Sweetness, Ed Robinson, Jack Radix, Hezron, Dangling, Joanna Marie featuring Galaxy P, Denny Rants featuring Jawiz, Ambalik, Christine Alicia, Yishka. Also the new sensations on the rhythm: Zeal, Danger Lee, Marquis Skelenar, Zachary. Available on all digital media outlets. The Juggling Rhythm. Get it, get it, get it.
It's Christina representing for DJ Kevin. You see me, I say, I don't know the boss. You see me, I say, DJ Kevin's Stew and the Night Shift Radio Show. Yo, at the thing, turn up the thing loud. Whoa, DJ Kevin's Stew at the heart of a champion. Never underestimate, just choose him. The silver line behind the dark clouds. DJ Kevin's Stew, believe him, and that's no doubt. Salute the Night Shift Radio Show, Christina. It's a hot it up. Loud. The beast.
Stop. Yo. Stop chat about me. I'm a chat about. You can hear me. Stop chat about me. Yeah, you don't know Fireblaze alongside a lot. I'm so damn tired of people coming up to me, questioning my identity. Watching me. I'm so tired. So damn tired of people coming up to me, questioning my identity, saying what's going on with your head. Looks like you're growing dreads. Some would rather be dead, thinking they can get ahead. And say me nah get a job with a head like that, and you better find a rush and fix it. But when me granny ask if me a turn ras, I just smile and say it's more than that. Granny, let them know.
Hey, hashtag happy.
Just happy to.
This one is for you.
And I won't change the way the most high made me.
The track is called Happy to Be Nappy.
I don't need no LYE.
The sound of Alana Da Costa.
I'm not ashamed of how God made.
Fire blessed beside her.
Put a label on. No. Y'all stop judging. Don't judge me. Stop tired. Love your roots, twist, lock, and grow them. Yeah. Stop chat both me.
Stop your noise. Spiritually uplifted mind, body, and soul. Straight roots and culture. That's how we go. Colonels with the fire that they can't control. Yo, I'm here to let the music roll. Cause I'm happy to be happy. So go your Congo natty. Nobody can stop it. Just the right, just a carry me. I'm here to speak the truth. Coming straight from the root. Culturally, I say my people revolute. Nearly Rasta man with a blessed salute.
Revolute.
Yo, bless.
Congo natty. There's no need to worry about me. Already got a chain on me. I'm beyond anything that man can label me. I'm just an empty child of giants. Yeah, Jaja has rescued me.
Yeah, ancestral.
If you
climbed up my family tree. Nothing but next that you will see. So I won't deny ancestry and claim to be part Cherokee. No, no, don't. You done know.
Yeah, I know you love it. This segment of the show is brought to you courtesy of JTMC Enterprise. Thanks to you guys over at GMAC for the previous segment. Yeah, don't be ashamed about it. So, cardiovascular disease symptoms may be just a little bit different for men and women. Like, men are more likely to have chest pain, and women are more likely to have other symptoms along with chest discomfort. Why is it that they have to have other symptoms? I don't know. I could always come up with a theory, but that will only get me in trouble with the women. So, for now, I'll leave it alone. But I'll give you the information that I found. They get things like shortness of breath and nausea and extreme fatigue. Some men would consider those to be blessings. Not necessarily so. Don't say that I said they are. I'm just saying that some men would consider them to be. So, symptoms: chest pains, chest tightness, chest pressure, chest discomfort, or angina. Not to be mixed up with another angina word. Then you have shortness of breath. You have pain, you have numbness, you have weakness or coldness in your legs or arms if the blood vessels in those parts of your body are narrowed. So you get that numbness, that tingling, that cold touch. Yeah. Things to pay attention to. If there's a pain in the neck, no, not the person, an actual pain in your neck, your jaw, your throat, or your upper abdomen or back, these are all symptoms or possible symptoms of heart disease. You might not be diagnosed with a cardiovascular disease until you have a heart attack, or there's angina or a stroke or heart failure. But it is important to watch for cardiovascular symptoms and discuss concerns with your doctor. Cardiovascular disease can sometimes be found early with regular evaluations. So get your checkups. Do your wellness checks. Those things are important. Now, heart disease symptoms can be caused by abnormal heartbeats also. Your heart arrhythmias. And it could be that your heart is beating too quickly or too slowly, or it's just not regular. These symptoms include fluttering in the chest, the racing heartbeat, the slow heartbeat, your chest pain or discomfort, your shortness of breath, lightheadedness, dizziness, fainting or near fainting. All these things are symptoms of irregular heartbeats. Now, you might say, but, you know, I saw my neighbor and my heart started fluttering. That's a different kind of a condition. You should just go over and say hello. But when it is happening just randomly or frequently, it could be a concern. Now, serious congenital heart defects, things that you may have been born with, these usually become evident soon after birth. So you won't really be able to hide it for very long. And these conditions, these symptoms of these conditions could include a pale gray or blue skin color. Now, if your child has pale gray or blue skin, I don't know about you, but immediately, for me, that would be a flag, a big red flag. Something is wrong. So you want to get that checked out. If there's swelling in the legs, abdomen, or areas around the eyes, flags. In an infant, shortness of breath during feedings, or things that would lead to poor weight gain. These are your symptoms of possible heart disease or heart defects. Now, you have less serious congenital heart defects, and they are often not diagnosed until later on in childhood or even in adulthood. And signs and symptoms of congenital heart defects that usually are not immediately life-threatening would include easily getting short of breath during exercise or activity. I won't say what kind of activity, but this is Healthy Love, so the activities are wide and varied. If you easily tire during exercise, if there is swelling in the hands, ankles, or feet, and they're just mystery swellings, cause for concern. Now, in early stages of cardiomyopathy, you may have no symptoms. Oh, what is cardiomyopathy? Well, it's a weak heart muscle, having weak heart muscles. And as the conditions worsen, you may end up with breathlessness or exertion with exertion or at rest. So it's not the case where someone walks by or comes into your life and takes your breath away. No. Not that kind of breathlessness. The one where you're sitting there and you're like, winded. That kind of breathlessness. No, you can't breathe. Things to be concerned about. You have swelling in the legs, the ankles, the feet, fatigue, irregular heartbeats that feel rapid, pounding, or fluttering, dizziness, lightheadedness, and fainting. Now, you may just have a strong heart, and it pounds hard. I don't know, but it's worth getting checked out. Now, endocarditis is an infection that affects the inner membrane that separates the chambers and valves of the heart, which is your endocardium. When you have infections like that when you have diseases caused by infections, I should say, you have symptoms like fevers, shortness of breath, weakness or fatigue, swelling in your legs and or abdomen, changes in your heart rhythm, dry or persistent coughs, skin rashes, or unusual spots. Now, you notice everything that I have mentioned so far have had shortness of breath and swelling in the legs, the ankles, the hands, but involves some type of swellings in the extremities. You noticed? Okay. Well, if you noticed, you're connecting the dots. Good. We're working well together. 773-789-STEW gets you in touch. 773-789-7839. You can call. If you want to text, I'm going to say go into the chat room. kevinstew.com. Just jump on into the stew pot with everybody else, because I may miss your text. So actually, let me just check right now, real quick, to see if anybody had sent any messages. And I don't see any. So, cool. The heart has 4 valves. The aortic, the mitral, the pulmonary, and the tricuspid valves. 4 valves. And these valves open and close to direct the flow of blood through the heart. If the valves are damaged, then you could end up having some basically heart disease. If you have damaged valves, and they may be damaged by a variety of conditions, which would lead to stenosis, narrowing, or regurgitation or insufficiency, or prolapse, the improper closing of the valves. So depending on which valve isn't working properly, valvular heart disease symptoms include things like fatigue, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, swollen feet or ankles, chest pain, and fainting. Again, you notice how many of these are common? How many of them are the same? Because heart condition. Typically things going wrong with your heart, regardless of which of the things they would be, a lot of the symptoms are the same. So thank goodness, it's a good thing that the symptoms are not wide and varied, but generally round about the same. Because now it gives your doctors the opportunity to narrow down easily what the conditions are, what it is that is happening to you. What causes heart arrhythmia? You ever wonder? Remember, arrhythmia is the irregular beating of the heart. So what would cause that? Well, it could be congenital heart defects, something you're born with. It could be coronary artery disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, smoking. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it general. Smoking, excessive use of alcohol or caffeine, drug abuse, stress, which would probably explain why a lot of Americans have heart problems. Stress. America is not the most stress-free place to live. Let me just put that out there. If you think as a non-resident of America, you think that it's all milk and honey and land of, well, it is a land of opportunity. It's just that it comes with stress too. So, anyway, I digress. Some over-the-counter medications can cause arrhythmia. And then you have some prescription medications. You have dietary supplements, and you have herbal remedies. All of these things have the potential to cause arrhythmias. And of course, there's your valvular heart disease. So, things, again, they're varied. But ultimately, if you get your checkups regularly, these things can be identified, especially if you're getting up there in age and you're not as active as you used to be. It comes back to that. You're not eating the way you're supposed to be. You're not resting the way you're supposed to be. you're not doing the things that you should be doing to maintain optimal health, then you could be headed towards heart issues. And you know how it goes. Affairs of the heart really make a big difference. They affect us greatly. Because your heart stops working. That's it. You're done. No two ways about it. Scary? Good. Needs to be. It's just one of those things. Gonna take a quick little break. We'll come back. It's musical therapy time. Yeah. We're gonna roll out like that. It's a night shift with me, DJ Kevin Stew.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulseemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
This is what happens when you lay in your bed at night and think about the one you love. Gaze upon the stars, wishing that I could hold you tightly in my arms. I long for your touch and your warm embrace, to look into your eyes and see that smile upon your face. I miss you on the days when the clouds cover the sun, knowing that we will no longer be having fun. Please tell me how to mend this broken heart. Now my world is shattered and torn all apart. How do I find hope in this brand new day, since the one I love has turned and gone away? Baby, I miss you. Please come back home. I miss you.
New music coming at you from Lady Tia. The track is called Come Back Home.
Please come back home. I need to win back your love and rebuild our trust. Waiting to hold you again. This is an absolute love. I give everything to turn back the hands of time, back in the days when you were mine, all mine. Baby, I miss you. Please come back home. I miss you. No longer will I roam. I really miss you. This house is not a home. Please come back home. There is no use in us trying to fool ourselves. We can't live this life with anyone else. I'll be patient 'cause I know just what I want. Stop blaming me, finding all kinds of fault. We have invested too much of our hearts and souls. So baby, please complete me and make me whole. I miss you. Please come back home. I miss you. No longer will I roam.
Tribute to the grandparents, you know? Grand, Pops, Baba, Sicey, loving it, huh?
More new music for you.
I can see it real clear right now. I'd be running up the street with my shirt wide open. Not knowing it.
The host of Homegrown with G. Cole himself.
So I really was hoping. Been a couple weeks since I seen you last. Can't you tell that your grandson's growing?
It's a G. Cole track, new music called
I wasn't thinking
Till This Day.
I never know where that one day you'd be gone. You'd be gone.
A tribute to grandparents.
That you live for.
Never thought that you would leave me.
Now who's gonna keep me strong? Keep me strong and keep me safe from harm. Sometimes my soul just walks away and it leaves me so empty. It's been happening since that day that you upped and you left me. It still kills me till this day. I wasn't there to send you on your way. Granny, won't you say a little prayer for me, like you used to do when I was younger? Papa, know you're smiling down on me, and you're smiling but always get me over. Papa, know your words are still with me. You told me separate or wiser from older. Miss Icy, won't you save a hug from me? Right now I could really use a shoulder. Yo, know that if I wanna talk to you, I just get on my knees, say a prayer and you hear me. I'll feel you in the air and the wind as it blows, and I know that you're near me. Never have to journey through life on my own, 'cause you are right there beside me. Jah called you home, gave you wings, sent you back, and told you to guide me. So you're not really gone, really gone. Guess you really did live on. It's you that keeps me strong, keeps me strong, and shelters me from storm. Sometimes my soul just walks away, and it leaves me so empty. It's been happening since that day that you upped and you left me. It still kills me till this day. I wasn't there to help you on your way. Granny, won't you say a little prayer for me, like you used to do when I was younger? Papa, know you're smiling down on me. Now you're smiling but always get me over. Papa, know your words are still with me. You told me separate or wiser from older. Miss Icy, won't you save a hug from me? 'Cause right now I could really use a shoulder.
Oh, Kevin, you're so good.
In the back of my mind, I know this is just a customary feeling.
This is the sound of Wild Tree.
Deceiver that will leave you running blind.
If I didn't know any better.
Heart is falling. If I didn't know any better, I'd be falling deeper and deeper. It's true. I hear you calling. If I didn't know any better, I'd be in love with you. Didn't want to look in the eyes of the one that I would be drawn to. I'm a moth lost in the fire. I know this is just a beautiful illusion, a case of the confusion between love and desire.
Annette, right? It does feature Annette Brissett.
Deeper and deeper, it's true. I hear you calling. If I didn't know any better, and I'd be in love with you. My heart's pulling. I'm in love. If I didn't know any better, and I'd be falling. Deeper and deeper, it's true.
I just wanna hold you. Okay. Come a little closer. Put on your red dress and slip on your high heels and some of that sweet perfume. It sure smells good on you.
This is the sound of Yishka.
Baby, you wear the crown. 'Cause when you get through, I wanna show off you. Tonight will be a special night, but many more to come. Baby, I'm so proud to be with you. I just wanna let you know you got me saying my. You sure look good tonight, and you're so damn fine. You got me saying my. You sure look good tonight. After all this
This one here is a JTMC production.
step in my bedroom. First I wanna take some time.
You're in the musical therapy segment.
Girl, you are so fine. I can't believe my eyes. You know what I wanna do. I wanna make love to you. Tonight will be a special night, of many more to come. Baby, I'm so proud to be with you. So proud to share your love. You sure look good tonight, and you're so damn fine. You got me saying my. You sure look good tonight. After all this time.
You're so spiteful, girl. Every little thing you do fi hurt me. Well, you must feel say me don't know your plans. A good thing say me never thirsty.
You get the impression that I'm having some fun here.
I ain't gonna make a way, me know me.
This is the sound of King Charles.
People name me, you know Superman, me not gonna save your day. You shoulda listen to the words me say. So me tell yourself to move on, and me say don't come back, you know. You only love me cause you know the thing shot, you know. Move on, me should.
King Charles is currently one of the
I know the fire go burn you like a
lead singers for Code Red Band,
me say don't come back, you know. You only love me cause you know the
which he combines with his solo career.
never tell the that, you know. I know the fire.
It's a nice look, Charles.
It a go burn because you don't know who you want to be. It a go burn. You shoulda never diss the eye, you know you see. It a go burn. You just want to say you're good because of me. It a go burn. I know me nah give you no apology because
You never love me and me know, but you come me like you never really know to make it show. Well, watch you know, my girl, you're too slow. But I just saw the story.
That's right, lady song.
Tell yourself, move on, and me said,
King Charles is doing the thing.
you love me cause you know the thing shot you now. Move on, me shoulda never tied the knot you know. I know the fire go burn you like a pot you know. Move on, and me say don't come back you know. You only love me cause you know the thing shot you now. Move on, me shoulda never tied the knot you know. I know the fire go burn you like a pot you know. You say me are your king and you know what fi be me queen. Baby girl, tell me where you mean. You take man fi fool, but you want go live it up and live it dream. But I dream you a dream like Arlene. But what you know, I give you all my love, but you chow me heart away, chow me heart away. Me see clear, say you gruff, you want, and I say don't know when you hear me chant. So me tell yourself, move on, and me say don't come back, you know. You only love me cause you know the thing shot, you know. Move on, me shoulda never tied the knot, you know. I know the fire go burn you like a pot, you know. Move on, and me say don't come back, you know. You only love me cause you know the thing shot, you know. Move on, me shoulda never tied the knot, you know. I know the fire go burn you, 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 burn you,
This one is called Salve o Rei. Translated into English, Save the King. This is Mauricio Diaz, out of Portugal.
Está sentindo saudade dos seus filhos? Mandou seus mensageiros, leve sua carta. Percorre em todos os lugares, enfrente os rios e mares. Oh,
suba os montes, desça os penhascos, clame em voz alta até que seja ouvido o que o rei tem escrito. Ele sente falta dos seus filhos, encontrar serão o que se havia perdidos. Mas o rei chora, chora, chora por cada um de nós. Vinde todos vós cansados, oprimidos, criança, jovem, velho. Deixe os seus prazeres, voltemos juntos a alegrar o coração do vosso rei, do vosso rei, do vosso rei.
Hey, louve ao rei, celebre ao rei. Vinde todos vós cansados, oprimidos. O vosso rei vos aliviará, o vosso rei vos aliviará. Hey, louve ao rei, celebre ao rei. Vinde todos vós cansados, oprimidos. O vosso rei vos aliviará, o vosso rei vos aliviará. O rei está sentindo saudade dos seus filhos. Mandou seus mensageiros, leve sua carta. Percorre em todos os lugares, enfrente os rios e mares.
Oh, suba os montes, desça os penhascos, clame em voz alta até que seja ouvido o que o rei tem escrito. Ele sente falta dos seus filhos, encontrar serão o que se havia perdidos. Mas o rei chora, chora, chora por cada um de nós. Vinde todos vós cansados, oprimidos, crianças, jovens, velhos. Deixe os seus prazeres, voltemos juntos a alegrar o coração do vosso rei, do vosso rei, do vosso rei.
Hey, louve ao rei, celebre ao rei. Vinde todos vós cansados, oprimidos.
O vosso rei vos aliviará, o vosso rei vos aliviará.
Hey, louve ao rei, celebre ao rei.
Vinde todos vós cansados, oprimidos. O vosso rei vos aliviará, o vosso rei vos aliviará.
Rise and open eye, our time to realize. We see the changing times, liberate the dead to life. No more blind, we see the light.
This is Christina Alicia.
Plus once but never twice. Now our people shall arise. Now we stand up for our.
It's called Jah is for us.
It's for us. Who can be again?
Love and blessings to you too, Happy.
For us, the wicked can never ever prosper. If Jah is for us, who can be again?
12 minutes to the top of the hour.
Jah is for us,
Rolling through the
and never ever
Wake Up and Live sponsored segment.
You know the truth of
So Rockwell kicks off the morning with the Wake Up and Live show at 7 a.m. tomorrow on rockthebox.net.
they planted from your birth.
That's 7 a.m. Eastern.
Nation cannot hide, and the truth can never die. Charge our children now arise. We stand up for our rights. Jah is for us. Who can be against us? If Jah is for us, the wicked can never ever prosper. If Jah is for us, who can be against us? If Jah is for us, the wicked can never ever prosper. If Jah is for us, children never beg for bread. Children never beg for bread. Children never beg for bread. Children never beg for bread.
Mama Africa, that is my holy land. I and I no say shalom, neither alaikum salam. Take her to the shores of the river Nile bank.
This is the son of King Mass.
The river Niger.
It's called Holy Land.
I and I holy land. I and I no say shalom, neither alaikum.
It's on the civil rights rhythm.
To the shores of the river Nile bank. To Limbo.
Produced by The Real Storm.
So I will never ever take my riches to make a ever. And I will never sell my soul down a road. I will defend I man roots and my culture. My ancestors, the bone of my bone. Original, 666 carbon. Why would I choose to be another man's clone? Much less to be another man's clone. Kick down the door of no return, I'm coming home. Mama Africa, that is my holy land. I and I no say shalom, neither alaikum salam. Take her to the shores of the river Nile bank, the river Gambia and the region of the Volta. Mama Africa, I and I holy land. I and I no say shalom, neither alaikum salam. Take her from Kumasi forward to Kenya. I and I represent for the Bantu nation.
Right and now hear what the star ma say. It no matter where you dey, say tribulation they everywhere. Stand firm, yeah. Them dirty system want one without.
This is The Real Storm.
Microphone. We slew them just.
It's called Foreign Life.
I say the track, Lord, is really hard, Lord. It not pretty here abroad, Lord. For it not easy. Look how them undermine the needy. The black, the poor get no regard, Lord. Me Charlie come a foreign looking for a better life. Him have him two like a daughter, three like a son, a mother and a wife. And not now go on about 2 acre farm, but the kindness that him showing at the community, everyone will agree that they made from what him grow. Just want to escape the sufferation, dry the tears from my eyes, provide a good foundation, cause the well was running dry. Him thinks a milk and only day about he was surprised. When him touching at the place and realize, hey, I tried, Lord.
Yeah, that's when you realize, you know.
Not pretty here abroad.
Yeah, not pretty at all. Praise going out to those who are in the path of Florence, heading towards Florence.
The black, the poor get
oh boy.
regard. Lord, step on the block, yeah, when me stay. We living day to day. Fill out them application, but them bench the resume. So the youth demonstrate, cause the system set away. Now when the deaf and poor people picnic play, every under a jaw, oppression is the law. At every intersection there's a liquor store, so why you not sides up the floor? And food them take we far. Round ya, round ya, round ya. I sing the track, Lord. It's really hard, Lord. It's not pretty here abroad, Lord. Very not easy. Look how them undermine the leader.
by special request.
Yes, you had that look on your face. You were with your man, but still
What look?
It's looking trouble. You are trouble. Why are I turn away from you? Now you'll let my woman find out, and she's everywhere looking for me. Tell me, how can I go on if she's looking for me, baby?
Thank you, sis.
You do everything just to
6 minutes to go.
I'd run away if I know your intention was trouble, trouble. You got that sexy shape with that small little waist, everything and more to put any man in trouble. You are trouble, woman, woman, woman. Why can't I stay away from you? Now you let my woman find out, and she's everywhere looking for me. Tell me, how can I go on if she's looking for me?
You never put up a fight, no. Paradise Plum. Just know me like we knew, we never had to say yo.
Yeah, you're trouble, but
Silent.
I never fight it.
You never put up a fight, no. Paradise Plum.
The sound of Naomi Cohen
Never had to say your word, not your song.
rolling out from the Romaine Virgo.
Spending time on the regular. We'll pass the days when you just come up on my cellular. If I'm the book, then you're the editor. Cause you know we always bringing all the best things. It's not a rushing man.
Yeah, we got 4 minutes to go.
Stress you and unnoting man. It's just a trusting man. Doing life together, got each other and unnoting. You never put up a fight, no. Paradise Plum. You just know me like we knew, we never had to say a word, not a sound. Silence. You never put up a fight, no. Paradise Plum. You just know me like we knew, we never had to say a word, not a sound. Silence. Remember when you did that check for me, yeah, and buy me sweetie down a halfway tree. You said Paradise Plum, who you are run from, I give you my love, boy. He's not a rushing man, even though you cuss me cause I stress you and unnoting man.
So you know how I'm gonna close out tonight, right? It's healthy love and all.
Life together, got each other. You never put up a fight, no. Paradise.
Just because you didn't put up a fight.
We never had to say a word, not a sound.
Didn't have to say a word. No sound.
I don't wanna fight.
It's just silence.
I don't wanna fight.
This is how we're going to shut it down.
I've been really trying, baby.
This is a DJ
Trying
Kevin
to
Stew
hold
remix.
back this feeling for so long.
Kevin Stew.
And if you feel like I feel, baby, then come on. Oh, come on. Woo! Let's get it on.
Hey, babe. I really want you close to me.
Let's get it on.
I like the way you feel.
Let's love, baby.
We're gonna lay it on bright and early cause the heat is on.
The unofficial remix.
Ready, let us lay it on.
This is how I bounce out tonight.
Now that we are moving in the
We're all sensitive people with so much to give. Understand me, sugar. Since we got to be here, let's live.
Oh, Kevin, you're so
Have yourself a great night, sis. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. God willing. for Real Talk Wednesday, where we continue with the way to approach.
This is the DJ Kevin's Jew remix.
And you know, some people would say, I have seen your approach, now let's see your departure. We're trying to avoid that.
I'm asking you, baby, to get it on with me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I ain't gonna worry, I ain't gonna push. I won't push you, baby. So come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby. Stop being around the bush. Hey, let's get it on.
Even if it hurts to cry,
You know what I'm talking.
'cause I'm about to tell you,
Come on, baby. Hey,
'cause after the storm,
let your love
there'll be a calm.
if you believe in love, let's get it on.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.